Hi guys, I'm back again. Okay, so the video last night, Zodiac Sandwich. I made a few mistakes, and one of those biggest mistakes, ooh gosh, sorry. Are you still in frame? Yeah. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes was not thinning out my paint. I had yellow and orange and a pink that I've used up now, thankfully. But yellow and orange and that pink, and then I had the violet and gold and a black. So I've used up my gold, but I have a lot of Golden's Bronze Iridescent that we're going to use. This is very pretty. And I have this one's thinner too. So it's pouring real fast. Okay, let me show you the yellow now. I've thinned it out. I add a lot of water to this. This is Liquitex Basics. Now, you don't have to use Golden's paint. I have used Liquitex Basics since I started painting. It's very highly pigmented. It's beautiful stuff. Now it's thin. See, it's just barely leaving a trace. A very, very small mound on a mound. You don't want it to sink completely because this is going to be your pop color, but you do want your base color to sink. So this is my black, and I thinned this out too. These are the exact same cups from last night. See, this is technically, it's kind of leaving a mound, but it's mostly sinking. So this is really thin right now for me. So, okay. So let's do this. Same 14 by 14 canvas that we had last night. Oh, a different one, but the same kind. Actually, from the same package. Okay. Cup. We're going to pour about a third to about here. I should probably put some gloves on. Okay, so that first one I'm making a lot thicker. And now I'm going to put my pop colors in. So let me put some gloves on because I just paint all over myself. I'm going to take a nice long bath tonight. Woo. With my scrubby brush. I gotta show you this. Where is it? It's awesome. These little nail brushes, but they're awesome for getting paint off. Okay, so there's our 1/3. Okay, just like last night, but we're gonna put the orange in first this time. Can you see? Yeah, okay, here we go. I'm gonna layer it on top of that black. It's not sinking. That's good. And I'm kind of putting a little bit of a thicker layer than I did last night. Okay, now we're gonna go with our yellow. That's sinking a little bit into the orange, but it's okay. So we've covered the orange with the yellow. Let me see. And now we're going to use some of that iridescent bronze. Okay. And now some of the violet. Okay. And I think I'm going to put some more bronze on there before we put the last coat of black on. Okay. So I'm using much less black on top also than I was before. So I have a much thicker layer of my pop colors now and thinner layers of the black. Also, I'm not going to put a base coat around this. I'm just going to pour it because this is a lot of paint for this size canvas. Okay, are we ready? There's no silicone in any of my paints. It's Liquitex Gloss Medium and Varnish and Floetrol and water. Here we go. Okay. Now yesterday what happened was my paints were so thick, especially the orange and the yellow, that they pretty much, as it was going down, it just stuck to the sides of the cup. So this time, since everything is thinner, it should all come out really fast when I lift the cup up. So everything is thinner today, so this is exciting. And this is a great lesson in consistency, and not just for you guys, for me too, you know. So last night I just really wanted to paint, and I had these colors and I had that idea, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, here we go. Thank you guys all so much for your support and for your kind words and your comments. It means so much to me because I was kind of ready to scrap that and not show you the video. So I'm really glad you guys liked it. Okay, here we go. Hello, ready? Yes, that's better. Okay, at the end, don't just lift your cup up, let it run out. And kind of go down and see if you can't cover one of the corners, the edges, you know. Okay. Ooh, see, that's pretty. Okay. Should we torch it first? Yeah, let's torch it first. Yeah, see, See, now I'm seeing yellow cells come up. I'm seeing more violet cells come up. I see a lot of that violet mixed with the bronze, I guess, or the yellow, maybe. Okay, let's see. Let's take some of this bronze and thin it out even more and use it as a flow extender. Just a thin layer around the pour to give it something easier to slide on. I'm not going to put a whole base coat on. But this way also, if it rolls over the bronze, you might get some cool bronze cells coming up. Okay. I don't want to say what this looks like right now. A tadpole. That's what it looks like. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's tilt it out. Go that way. I am going to go over the corner and come back to the center. Kind of go over this edge too. Back to the center. Now we're going to go over this side. And come back to the middle. And come down on this corner. Ooh, that's really cool. I like that like streak of dark through the bronze. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of that weird part off of. There we go. That's pretty. It's opening up the violet on the side. I'm going to keep some black on there. Okay. So already you can see a huge difference in what happened there and how much easier the paint is flowing and how many colors you see. I see the yellow, I see the violet, I see the orange, I see the black, I see the bronze. So, you know, that simple thing of adding water makes all the difference in the world. And now I'm going to torch this again. I'm just going to go through and take off just a tiny bit. I just took off some at the bottom edge there. And we're going to stretch it back to the center to open up any surface tension, increase the surface tension actually, and allow any cells to pop through. Because the thinner your paint is for this, and the easier that it stretches, the more that allows the cells to pop through. So I'm going to get the weight of the paint back to the center. And I want to come over here just a tiny bit. Take a little tiny bit off of this edge right there up at the top and come back and then stretch it back towards the center. So now we're going to open up this right side. It's also doing some pretty lacing in there. Okay, I don't want to lose the violet. I see a person in there. So okay, anyway, this is really neat. So I'm very glad that I just did this because this was a great illustration, actually. It turned out to be of consistency and how important it is. So I'm going to dry my hands off real fast and then we'll torch it again. So interestingly, the black mixed with the bronze gave us almost this like brown color, but it's kind of cool. Let's see, I'm gonna just fix that edge with plain violet. Okay. It's drippy, drippy, dripping. Okay, let's torch it again. So after I torch it now, I'm probably not going to move it again because our cells are coming up and they're like nice cute little shapes, and if we move it around too much then their shapes are going to start to get distorted. Okay, so there's not much that's coming up right this second, but this will continue to develop and gives me an opportunity to show you the one from last night too and how it's drying. So you're going to see how much darker the one from last night is versus this one. Okay. Here we go. The glare in here is killing me. But see how this one's nice and dark. It's very black, and then there's very faint shadows of the pink and the yellow, but there's this pink lacing. I don't know if you can see it on top where it mixed with the gold. It's really, really cool. I'm so sorry about the glare. I keep trying to find a spot to shoot it. I don't want to move it too much, but it's starting to dry. You can see the edges are drying. So that's pretty cool. So very different. So completely different effect. You see, where can you see both of them? Anyway. All right, so that's cool. Still didn't get as many cells. I think maybe I had a little bit too much paint that I tilted off. I don't know. It's still cool. There is a lot of cells developing though that are coming up in here. They're really cool. It's like a violet cell with kind of a, I guess it's a yellow ring around it maybe, or bronze, I don't know. I'd have to stick my head into the painting and you'd see the back of my hair, which is not a good idea right now. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna fix this corner with the violet. That's really pretty in there. That's it. Okay, I'm actually going to see if I can take the camera down and show you closer. So that's pretty cool. So that's more the result that I was hoping for. Let's see. Tiny one. Put my glasses back on. There they are. They're microscope level. But this is really pretty up here. That's really neat. Oh, it's so funny. After the first Rogue video, I was like really hating the way that my windowsill looked, so I painted it. It's actually really cute. There's all these little high flow stars on Prussian blue, of course. There's my painted rock somebody asked me about. We made that with my mother-in-law. It was really fun. This is fun too. Spins. Lucky. Okay, so that's it for this one. I will show you all of these when they are dry, I promise. Thanks for hanging out with me. This was really cool. I hope you guys learned something. I sure did. For a straight pour, keep your paint thin. And thin out your paint. Check your consistency before you use it, because it wasn't what I assumed it was. So, okay, I'll see you soon.